Tonight, we are teaming up with you to help change lives in our community. So let's send it out live to Heather Crawford. She's anchoring our live coverage of the 2024 Changing Homeless Telethon in downtown Jacksonville tonight. Hi, Heather. We have a story that really drives home that impact felt by the homeless.
Oh, we sure do. You can hear the volunteers back here taking the calls as people continue to call in tonight. But you know, homelessness is a topic that's talked about from the most powerful politicians to churches to nonprofits. And while elected leaders try and figure out solutions and fix the problem, a lot of people donate. They donate money, they donate resources, they donate food to help those in need. And tonight, Keitha Nelson is bringing us a really impactful story to show us just the far-reaching impacts of homelessness.
We're telling a story rarely shared of a mother in search of her mentally ill son who lives on the streets of Jacksonville. What happens on a typical Sunday for you?
Well, on a typical Sunday, I get up, I do my house, clean my house, do laundry because I have a business and I have to do laundry, linen for my office. And then Sunday, I go try to look for him.
Life's turns landed Rosemary Allen here in her car on a bumpy ride in search of her son, Craig.
My fondest memory of Craig was when he was probably about 4.
She recalls vividly his little hands cupping her cheek.
Even today, I can remember, the tactile sense of that, him touching my face never goes away.
The promise between a mother and child to always be there, no matter where rough roads may lead.
As an infant, my mom just left me on the street with strangers and walked away.
Raised, she says, in abusive foster homes, Rosemary, a mother of 5, aims to be the type of parent she never had.
This is one of the places that he hang out sometimes when I can't find him. I look over there, but I usually go to his spot first.
Craig's spot is nestled underneath a bridge where he guards his stuff from rainwater that tends to wash his books away, animals searching for a meal, or other people in desperate need.
And I cry a lot. I don't cry as much anymore because he is one of the ones that has convinced me, Mom, you know, God is taking care of me. Don't worry about me.
But she often does.
So I'm trying to save money for that, to get him a little plot of land somewhere. But the thing is that when somebody's mentally ill, there's so much stigma related to it that it's not easy. Even if I could get him a little trailer home somewhere to rent, I would be happy to do that. But people are not going to allow him to be there looking the way he is because he don't look like everybody else.
Our drive came to an end as we approached the bridge where Craig can often be found. But before opening her car doors,
there's one right here.
She opened her heart, filled with memories of a different time.
From them, you always love to draw.
She imagined Craig would grow up working in the arts, perhaps become a veterinarian or work with plants in some capacity.
I'm gonna see if I see him.
He's now 46 years old.
Craigie!
Diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Craig, you here?
Living on the streets of Jacksonville.
So he's not here. It doesn't seem like he's here because if he's here, he would have come out already. So when I come and I don't see him, then I go do other things. I come back. Sometimes I'm here 3 different times. Oh, here he is.
There's her son. She found him today.
Hey, Craig, were you sleeping? Pull up your clothes, baby.
Craig spoke to us as best he could until he couldn't. His mental health issues took over, and we walked back to Rosemary's car.
Pull up your pants, man.
To fulfill today's mission.
I got you your red velvet cake, Craig.
She brought her son momentary reprieve from life unsheltered.
Did you eat, Craig? Did you want me to go get you some McDonald's?
She did just that like any mom would, making an extra stop and special delivery for her special child.
All right, you good? I love you. I'll see you in the week, all right? I love you. Take care of yourself.
Her walk along the bridge's edge.
Whew. This ain't easy. It's not.
Back to life, sheltered, is filled with hurt and gratitude.
I feel like my son is a teacher because he's teaching other people compassion, empathy, kindness, patience. You know, all these things that we're lacking, he's bringing it to them. And so, I feel like that's the work that he's here to do. And that's a part of his purpose. And that makes me grateful that he's able to do the work that he's supposed to be doing.
All day long here at First Coast News, we've been teaming up with you to help change lives in our community. So let's send it out to Heather Crawford. She's live anchoring the coverage of the 2024 Changing Homelessness Telethon in downtown Jacksonville tonight. Heather, how's it going?
Oh my goodness, Jessica, this has been a huge success already, and we still have about 45 minutes to go. These incredible volunteers, smiling big, answering your phone calls. They're going to be here manning the phone bank until 8 o'clock tonight. And this is such an important mission. The mission of Changing Homelessness is to prevent and to end homelessness. And thanks to your support at home, a big dent made today, a big step forward in this mission. And I want to bring in the CEO of Changing Homelessness. Dawn is here with me now. And Dawn, tell me about the success so far of today's telethon.
So this has been a really great day, and thank you to all the viewers and everyone who has called in. We're just under $100,000. We would love a few more calls that would push us over the top. So if you are thinking about making a donation, please call the number. We have people ready to take the calls to help those who don't currently have a home.
And this is the 50th anniversary of Changing Homelessness, and you had a telethon last year, and we far exceeded that.
Yes, we have more than double the amount of people who have called in and made donations today. We've also had some very generous sponsors that have made this a huge success today.
And so when you talk about changing homelessness and the mission to end homelessness, talk about how this money, how it's going to help really make a dent in this in our community.
So Changing Homelessness is very grant funded with local, state, and federal grants. The money we raise at events like this pays for everything that grants don't pay for. So it could be quirky things, it could be car repairs, it could be helping track down somebody's identification, it could be pet deposits. So there's all sorts of things that people need to get back on their feet that sometimes grants will not cover. So these dollars that are unrestricted allow us to cover those things.
And you're right there on the front lines, and you've seen just how big of a problem this is in our community. And you're talking about a lot of families who your organization helps, and a lot of people also who have jobs, they just can't afford housing.
Correct. I think it's really important to remember that 30 to 50% of people who have lost their home are still working. They just did not have enough money to cover everything plus their home. It could be a reduction in hours, it could be a medical emergency that caused a disruption in their lives, and all they need is some short-time assistance to get back on their feet and back in a home.
Well, Dawn, thank you for all that you're doing and your organization is doing to help make a difference. The Changing Homelessness Telethon continues tonight until 8 o'clock. We're live at the WJCT studios in downtown Jacksonville. Heather Crawford, First Coast News on your side.